The fashion industry is one of the most responsible for negative impacts on the environment, representing 10% of annual carbon dioxide emissions, and also responsible for 35% of microplastics that reach the ocean, being the second largest contributor to the existence of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. In addition, the fast fashion movement uses exploit and devalued labor for its mass production and extreme and irresponsible consumption, in which only 20% of global textile waste is reused or recycled, while 80% is disposed on landfills or incinerated. Along with this, since 2020, the number of people in extreme poverty has been growing dramatically. Today, almost 14% of the population of Minas Gerais has less than $2 a day to survive. This number corresponds, in the city of Uberlândia alone, to more than 20,000 families that do not have access to basic resources for their survival. Thinking about these problems, our team, which is composed of university students from the most varied areas, such as administration, international relations, and engineering, developed the Aroeiras brand. Each one of us has experience in social entrepreneurship projects, research, and important skills to lead the brand. Our team is passionate and excited about the impact we make, and we love to develop ideas that will change the world. Using textile waste that would be discarded by the fast fashion industry, we make the reverse way with the use of patchwork and upcycling. In the short term, the brand aims to generate extra income for the seamstresses, engage more women in socio-economic vulnerable situations, and use 100% of the fabric and scraps that were acquired in 2022 through a partnership signed with Grupo Soma. In the long term, Aroeiras intends that women seamstresses have greater production autonomy and have their own income coming from their work with the brand. We also intend to have new technologies in development, such as fabric defibration for the manufacture of new products and the mitigation of approximately 2 tons of reused scraps, avoiding the emission of 10 tons of carbon dioxide and 21.6 tons of liters of waters with the manufacture of new fabrics. All of these goals relate to SDGs 5, gender equality, 10, decent work and economic growth, and 12, reduce inequalities. We decided our first product would be the eco bag because it's useful in daily lives and for its positive impact on the environment. We made the product and tested with friends, families, and ourselves. With the feedback, we realized a necessary adjustment to add internal lining so that it would be firmer and safer, improving its durability even more. However, we standardized our quality so that the sewing on ecobags is always strong and well finished. Finally, we are applying all these improvements to our products that are currently being developed. Since the Aroeiras brand uses textile waste, the prints are always being renewed, adding the characteristic of an exclusive product that reinforces the personality and the uniqueness of the customer, which is part of our competitive advantage. In addition, our brand has the social and environmental factor, curbing the negative impacts of fast fashion on land, rivers, ocean, and on the life present on these environments. Thus, Aroeiras reinforces sustainable consumption with women seamstresses who work in a qualified way to earn their income while having the freedom to create and innovate. That's why we are going to change the world of the fashion industry while changing the reality of hundreds of women.